Welcome back. Patrick Mirch is up next with this week's Sports Chat.
Thanks, Alex. Welcome to this week's edition of Sports Chat. We're going to start things off by taking a look at the Baker wrestlers that have gained All-American status. Mary Loveland has more.
Recently, the Baker University wrestling program has added 2 outstanding athletes to the All-American list. Sophomore Brett Delich tells us how he feels about his teammates' accomplishments.
Now that Baker has 2 All-Americans, it puts us on the we're nationally recognized, and it's pretty cool because now we'll have we'll be in the rankings more, and they'll start putting individuals in the rankings more often. So it'll be pretty cool.
Also, senior Andy Hurla speaks about how the season went and gives us his thoughts on his All-American teammates.
I'm done with the program, but I might be helping out as a coach. So I'm happy to be doing that, and I'm happy to see Jarrell and his opportunity for next year finishing as an All-American again.
Lastly, senior and All-American Levi Calhoun tells us about the overall success of the team and also how it feels to be crowned as an All-American.
As far as the team goes, really happy with the way we finished up. We get to go to the national duels, rather the team does. I won't be around anymore, but national duels is a really big deal in the wrestling world, and placing as high as Baker did, we get to go and compete in the national duels next year. And personally, my whole goal for this year was to become an All-American. I was really close last year, and I did better than my goals. I ended up getting 4th in the country, and very, very happy with how it ended up.
This has been Mary Loveland, KNBU TV.
Thanks, Mary. Now we're going to talk a little Baker baseball, where over spring break, the Baker baseball team faced 4 Heart of America teams. Baker split with Central Methodist with a 13-7 win in the first game and an 0-2 loss in Game 2. Then Baker dropped 2 games against Lindenwood University, 3-13 and 0-6. Then Baker swept Missouri Valley 9-0 with Chris Cummins pitching 7 scoreless innings and allowing 2 hits, and an 8-3 victory. To round out the spring break stretch, Baker lost to Evangel University in Springfield, Missouri 2-3 and 2-6. Baker baseball team will be back in action on Saturday, March 26th, when they play Benedictine College in Baldwin City. Now we're going to talk a little Baker softball, where they faced 2 opponents over spring break in 4 games. 2 of those games were against William Penn University in Oskaloosa, Iowa, where they dropped both games 8-9 and 0-8. Then they faced Friends University in Baldwin City and split with Friends by winning the first game 5-3 and losing the second 3-8. The Wildcats will return to action when they open up pack competition against William Jewell University on March 24th in Liberty, Missouri. The Baker bowling team competed in sectionals over spring break and finished 9th, so congratulations to the bowling team. And on March 26th, the Baker Relays will be happening in Baldwin City. That does it for this week's edition of Sports Chat. I'm Patrick Mirch, and we're going to send it back to Alex Giraldi in the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. This wraps up this week's episode of Orangeline. I'm your host, Alex Giraldi. We'll see you next week.